guys, welcome back to Prepping in Progress. So today we're going to continue our little series about most forgotten preps, part 2. So stay with me. So for those of you who have been with the channel for a long time, I want to thank you for still being here. For the new people, welcome, welcome, welcome. Whoever's out there generating captions in Korean, welcome. I suspect it may be Uncle Al, but I'm not sure. Our German contingent, thank you, welcome. Our Great Britain contingent, hey, good to see you here. Your comments and whatnot just always make me smile. So, most forgotten preps. A lot of us focus on the bullets, the beans, the band-aids, the 3 Bs, and we forget other things, right? And sometimes it's the most common thing in the world, such as a drinking canteen or a cup. Some of the things that I have begun to try to focus over the last 3-4 years on acquiring and setting aside are manual tools. Bow saws, 2-man saws, axes, hatchets, ratchets, and screwdrivers. For Christmas I was given this itty bitty set that works wonderfully. I keep it nearby. I also have a set of hex keys that I keep in the Jeep that are the most common Jeep hex keys for like taking off the top and doing other little things on it to make modifications or changes. I also keep the ratchets that are the most common to that Jeep so that I can make repairs as needed. Manual tools. Should electricity get too expensive, or ice storm and the grid goes down, or for whatever reason I can't use my air compressor to power my power tools, I have a backup. And that's what this is all about, really, is having backups to backups to backups. Yes, the ever-present coffee. I think the biggest mainstay of this channel has been Steven drinking coffee. So, small ratchet set. Like I tried showing you before, it has the screwdriver tips as well that go into the itty-bitty ratchet. It works. It helps. It's the ability to do something if I don't have a screwdriver with me. Now, everyday carry, I've got 2 Swiss Army knives on me. That gives me a Phillips head and a flathead. So, screwdrivers, manual tools. Yeah. Some of the other things we're going to get into a little bit for most forgotten preps. Many of you do stock baking soda. Baking soda is marvelous. It's for more than just tossing in your freezer or your refrigerator to take care of odors. Now, it doesn't taste the best. I'm going to be honest with you, it tastes nasty. But baking soda settles the stomach. It neutralizes acid, allows you to burp. In a pinch, if you don't have handy dandy Alka-Seltzer, which is pretty much baking soda and ibuprofen together, mixing baking soda in a cup of water and drinking it will help your stomach out. I used to have some major stomach issues for about 6 months. I was not doing well, and soda can also be used as part of poultices to help draw things out of your skin, to help neutralize itching. Um, yeah, baking soda is something that we either tend to overlook all of its uses. We may stock up on it, but we don't use it for everything it's capable of. A couple of other things I'm just going to throw out there off the top of my head. Tinctures and oils. I have been beginning to be educated by Miss K because she comes from the Native American background. She knows a little bit more about them and making them than I do. And hopefully one day we'll get her on here to try to teach me how to make a tincture, because she tried to explain it earlier today and several times, and it's not sinking in. Sorry. She was trying to tell me how to do clove oil and how to do an oregano tincture. And I said, what? And I started looking it up. Well, you can actually eat the oregano leaf and pull the juices out of oregano, and it works as an antibiotic as well and helps the immune system. And I won't go completely into that. Happy Gardener, I'm sure off the top of your head, can give everyone in the comment section a great explanation. The herb book, I haven't gone to oregano on yet. Sorry, I will. I actually was having fun reading the garlic section on it, and how it can be used. Here's something I did not know. If you take garlic juice and eat or drink the juice, it can actually settle your stomach as well. I did not even consider that because I thought that garlic was acidic and therefore it would up the acidity in the stomach. But apparently there are some cool benefits to garlic juice. So, hey, cool. So, yeah, garlic, powdered form, not quite as strong. There are garlic, what they call sociable garlic. They're in little pill form that you can take to boost your immune system. Every time I get a cold, I'm hitting the garlic like a big dog, to a point where people at work have said, dude, you have Italian last night? And I'm like, no, that's my sweat. Many years ago, a girlfriend's mother would take a couple of cloves of garlic in milk and add a little chive, boil it up into a small soup/drink, and we would drink it when we were all sick. She was a great lady, or still is, and hello, dog. She would take care of a group of kids from the college. She was just awesome. I'm going to throw a couple other little things at you in the medicinal section before we go to other preps. Maybe I shouldn't throw this out there, but you can't really see it. This is fish aid antibiotics, fish amoxicillin. And we all know that it's used for your fish tank if your fish are not feeling well. This is Arthritis Sport, rubbing alcohol with wintergreen in it. It helps with the muscles, but here's the thing. I prefer a cotton ball, but I don't have one. If you have a sinus headache, for whatever reason, don't ask me how, but rubbing it over the sinuses will ease sinus pain and pressure. It'll also clean off your face. So, yeah, that was fun. And now I'm feeling alcohol for the rest of the video. So those are just some tidbits that I believe are commonly forgotten, commonly left out of preps and gantries. I also believe that sometimes when we put them in, we don't have a full understanding of what they can do. I highly urge you to go through your spices, your vegetables, your canned goods, and look them up and see if there are alternate uses for them. Think about pickles. Let's say you make your own pickles out of, cucumbers. How many people remember that the brine, the actual pickled juice, keeps aches and pains and cramps away, especially leg cramps when you're working out and hiking? That can be a great bonus when, say, bananas are not available to help with cramps and to keep you going. Just a thought. Alternate uses for things. Now, we're going to get a little more intimate for a minute. Whether it's in your bug out bag or in your home. Miss K just sneaked in and dropped a store-bought tincture for us. Well, clove oil. Even though we've already talked about the fact that she needs to be on a video and teach us how to use it, because this is not my area of expertise. But here we have Loran Oils clove oil, super strength, 100% pure. Contains natural clove oil, 100% pure essentials, food grade, super strength flavoring, 4 times stronger than standard extracts, ideal for candies, fudges, frostings, baking, and more. Sugar free. And once again, no instructions for Steven on how to use it medicinally, but we're going to get her somehow in front of the camera to go over this stuff. And I'll be honest, I was never a essential oil believer. I still have doubts, but it seems to work. It seems to help. So I'm open to trying anything once, twice, maybe 3 times. So whether it's your bug out bag or whether it is your home gear or the gear in your car, underwear and socks, especially for the gentlemen watching, but for the ladies as well. When you sweat, when you walk, when your legs move, skin rubs together and you get rashes and skin can start peeling and it's uncomfortable. Having something dry to change into, particularly in your bug out bag, would be very, very essential. In the prep talk for last week, we broke down 2 of the bags that I keep in the Jeep. I'm hoping on next week's that we find some underwear and some socks in the big bag. Otherwise, I might have to downgrade those 2 bags from a B to a C plus again. Yeah. Talking about the rashes, Boudreaux's butt paste. It is essentially calamine lotion, or zinc oxide actually, zinc oxide. The stuff in the old movies that you see, someone's got a big white patch over their nose of some kind of ointment, that would be zinc oxide. That's what Boudreaux's butt paste is. I swear by this stuff every time I get a rash from hiking or being out all summer long. That stuff not only protects but heals very, very quickly. Now we're going to go back to socks. What is the one thing that you have to have to keep moving? foot care, foot care. I think we often forget about foot care. We forget to have multiple pairs of decent shoes. I know in my personal life, I have two pairs of boots, both military style boots. One's actually a Nike black boot, not quite military style, but close. Very comfortable. Um, but then I have my summer boots, which are military, water draining, the whole nine, tan, and they're starting to peel apart from the sole. But they're so comfortable. And would I wear them to walk 20 miles? Yes. Do I believe that they would make it 20 miles? Yes. If they didn't make it 20 miles, do I have duct tape in my bag? Yes. But why would I trust them? Well, because they're comfortable, they're broken in, and they've made it this far. And that particular separation has been there for over a year. Don't tell her. I just haven't replaced them. I like them. I just happen to have a backup, and then I've got tennis shoes, and I've got other hiking boots, but I don't always have them with me. Here's the thing about shoes and me, whether it's cowboy boots, whether it's dress boots, dress shoes, tennis shoes, whatever. I have flat feet, extremely flat feet. Feet so flat that if you take a dime and slip it into my shoe, within 15 to 30 minutes, I will have a cramp running up my leg because of that dime being in there. So, it is essential for me to always have a shoe without an arch, to a point where I have developed the ability to close my eyes, rub my hand on the sole of a pair of shoes that I'm about to buy, and say yes or no. I've irritated shoe salesmen in the past because I kept telling them, there is that hump there, there is this. And finally the guy got so frustrated, he tore out the cushion, and sure enough, the bead of the glue was yay thick, and it was in an S form, not around the edge like it was supposed to be. So your feet. Whether you are on a day hike or the quintessential bug out, or just going through your day at work, your feet need to be protected. That is your point of contact with the ground. The entire weight of your body rests right there. Good pair of socks. Always have a backup or two of socks. Think about it. We've just had rain and then sleet followed by snow here in northwest Arkansas. The winter storm warnings have finally gone away. There is now melted snow slash ice this thick across people's yards. During the daytime, it's getting between 35 and 41 degrees. It's supposed to get warmer this weekend. It's melting. It's turning to slush. It's turning to water. It's getting in your shoes, your socks. Your feet are cold. You're blistering them. You're running out and going shopping. You might want to have a spare set of socks just to change out, take care of those feet, keep them warm, keep them comfortable, and be able to continue to function. Because if your feet ain't working, your body ain't going nowhere. In keeping with feet, the last thing I want to talk about for today. Paracord or shoelaces. Whether it's boot laces, tennis shoe laces, whichever laces you want to consider. Do you have laces? Do you have cordage to make shoelaces from? Because if you snap a shoelace, it's going to be very uncomfortable walking around with that. It's going to be flopping off your foot. It's not going to be offering the support and the protection that it was supposed to. How many football players do you see out there with a broken shoelace continuing to play? It's not the 1980s anymore when they actually were tough and could do things like that. This is by no means a comprehensive lesson on what you're overlooking or what people are forgetting to put in their bags or in their homes. It is a start. I want us to focus on today the little known things. Oh, I've got that. Do you? Um, every Friday we go out to eat. So one meal a day we go, or one meal a week we go out to eat. And the place that we always go to has a salad bar. I gorge myself, well, maybe not gorge, but I overindulge in pickle spears. Once again, going back to the brine, since we've started doing that for our date, I won't say it's Friday night, I would say Friday afternoon, because, yeah, we got home at 2:30, so, and we did it before then. The pickles, eating the equivalent of about 2.5 pickles a week at the end of the week for whatever reason. No leg cramps in the middle of the night. No Charlie horses. So, it's my thing. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys. And for Prep Talk this coming week, the plan is to take apart the big bag. I'll see you soon.